About 8:05. The U.S. Surgeon General just recently released a report that says loneliness may be as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day when it comes to our health. It's catching the attention of the Arizona Coalition for Military Families, who just launched its Coaching into Connection program. The group serves more than 500,000 service members, veterans, and their families, and their goal is to increase social connection amongst those with shared experiences. Nicola Winkle from the Arizona Coalition for Military Families joining us this morning to talk about how they are tackling this very issue of loneliness. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
First of all, I want to say your husband is a veteran, and our veterans can't do, and our service members can't do what they do without the support of their families. So thank you for what you've done and what you continue to do for our veterans and our service members today.
Thank you.
But let's dive into this issue of loneliness here, because I'm curious, when it comes to our service members, where are they facing the most amount of loneliness? Is it trying to integrate back into regular society? Is it bringing back demons from a battlefield? What is it? What are the issues that really hit them as far as loneliness is concerned?
I think it can vary quite a lot. I mean, you look at the lifespan of a person who served in the military, whether they served 4 years or they served a whole career, then they're going to transition into the civilian world, and they're going to have their whole lifetime ahead of them as a veteran, and they're going to go through a lot of transition. So it could be various stages of life that this strikes, but what we're seeing is that it's an issue for the population as a whole, and it's definitely an issue for our service members, veterans, and their families.
So coaching into connection, what exactly is this, and what specifically do you do to help our service members?
Well, knowing that loneliness is a risk factor for suicide and other negative outcomes, we recognize the fact that if you're feeling socially isolated, if you're disconnected, a certain number of people will just be able to kind of get up off the couch and go do things, but for others, it's going to feel intimidating. There may be barriers. They may just be really in that rut of being alone. And so the coaching into connection is really to have military veterans come alongside other veterans and just say, like, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you find the things that are going to be connection points for you, whether that's sports or crafts or book club, or it's going to vary for each different person, and we want to recognize that it's not one size fits all.
So let's say at home somebody's watching, and maybe they're a family member, and they have a service member who just came back. Maybe they're noticing that, you know, that loved one is a little bit off.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to that family member to help their loved one reach out and find connections? Because so often when you connect with somebody with shared experiences, other veterans, other service members, it really helps you, get along with whatever it is that you're having to get through. So family members out there, what advice do you have to them to help them help their loved ones?
Well, I think first of all, just to know that, one, this is very common, it's very normal, and also that no one's alone. And so to recognize that there are these services and support out there, we've built these things to be helpful, and so to not feel like, as the family member or helper, that you don't feel alone in trying to do this. So even if they want to reach out to us and just say, like, I'm worried about my spouse or my partner or whatnot, and then we can kind of help connect them in, and just as a starting point.
You know, I feel like service members, there's a certain mentality. They sign up to serve our country because they have a certain fortitude, and they're not used to, they're used to helping others. They're not used to receiving the help.
Yes.
So what is your message to service members right now who might be watching, who might be suffering? You say, don't suffer.
Yeah. Remember that camaraderie was everything in the military, right? And so don't lose sight of that as you go on and live your life. It's okay. We are meant for connection as humans, and we have a whole community of people, a whole team with our Be Connected program or Coaching into Connection program. We're here for you, and it is very normal to experience these things, and that's why our team is here.
If somebody wants to get in touch with you, wants to hook up with your services, how can they find you guys?
Yeah, you can go to connectveterans.org or call 866-4AZ-VETS.
All right. Yeah. Nicola, thank you so much for the work you guys do, and thanks for sharing this important information.
Thank you.